Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well and that this recording finds you at a good time in your life in this moment. And so in this recording, we are going to be working with a transmission where we're going to work with the inner earth beings. And the inner earth beings are going to help us with the theme that I'm supporting folks in this month, which is this idea of leading with love. And specifically, they're going to support us in giving us a clearing on density that we carry that keeps us in disconnection with the earth, which is a direct reflection of the disconnection that we have with one another. And this density may be housed in the body in the form of pain or physical discomfort. It may also be in the emotional being, in the form of stuck or stagnant emotions that you're carrying that also may be translating into physical discomfort as well. And however this energy is presenting for you, again, we will be focusing on clearing away anything that's not serving, that is perpetuating that separation energy. And this separation energy is something that is up to be cleared right now, especially because we are being really called to be in co-creation in community. And oftentimes the wounds that we have to heal in order to do that in a really loving and compassionate way, in a truthful and authentic way, are the wounds of past betrayals and disappointments that we've suffered from those that we've perhaps poured energy into, that have betrayed us or disappointed us in some way and broken our trust. And so it's very easy to carry this forward into our lived experience and not engage with the world in a way. And so as we remove this density this evening, as we move through this transmission to clear it, we will have some opening, some open space that is created in our field. And rather than filling that with something outside of ourselves, what we will be doing is drawing in our natural and true essence into those open spaces. And that will allow us, as we walk through our day-to-day lives, to be able to show up more in our authenticity. And when we're able to own that and be present in our power in that way, we're able to be a bit more in compassion of those who cannot. We're able to be a bit more in compassion of those who may show up and may behave in a way that is not in alignment with what we would choose for ourselves. It may allow us to be in more compassion. And so that is the intention of the work that we're doing this evening. And so I'm going to invite you to just begin with a deep breath. For this particular transmission, you want to be pretty comfortable. So either being supported in a chair or lying down on a supportive surface. And so as you begin to breathe, I'd like you to just become aware of some of those wounded places inside of you. These wounded places often are representative of those pieces of separation that we carry. I liken this to an animal that's been abused or neglected. If you are approaching that animal, just like we're approaching these wounded spaces, there may be some fear, there may be some aggression, there may be some resistance that you experience. And so the first thing that we want to do as we breathe here is just affirm that we are safe. And so sometimes I like to do that by just drawing a line of energy from my heart down through my body, down into the earth, and drawing a line of energy from my heart up through my body, up to source. And then I perhaps even become aware of the horizontal plane, running right to left through my heart chakra. Just becoming spatially aware of the physical location that I am in. And we're just going to begin with some breaths affirming that we are safe and we are supported. And so the first thing that we're going to do is just place a beautiful grounding cord on the physical room that you're in. We are going to be going on a journey, but we want to make sure that this room that you're in feels very, very safe. And so as that grounding cord comes on to the physical room, it will look like a tube of light connecting the physical space that you're in with the earth. And we will draw a line of energy surrounding your physical space. And this line of energy is representative of source consciousness, unity consciousness. And it will be a barrier or a boundary that will be used to keep your body safe as you go on this journey. We will be stepping somewhat out of our physical body and into what is known as our astral body on this journey. And so you'll want to feel very safe as you do so. And so if there are some angelic helpers or a guide that you particularly trust that you'd like to call in to hold that sacred space around you, I invite you to do that as well. If there's a particular being that is supportive, like Mother Mary or Yeshua or Archangel Michael, for example, welcoming them in to hold this space. And so as these beings come and begin to create this sacred space, they're going to begin to clear the physical space that you're in. You're going to begin to perhaps walk in a counterclockwise circle around you to clear the density from your physical space. And just raising the vibration of the physical location that you're in by clearing this density. That density will be transmuted in this source light. It will be dropped to the earth to be transmuted. There's a lot of ways that that energy can be cleared. Your only job is to affirm that it's happening and to trust that it is happening for you in this moment. And so in your mind's eye, I'd like you to begin to see that you are in a sacred place in nature, perhaps deep in a forest. And as you become aware of this place, this deep forest, I'd like you to see a path opening up before you. This path is a winding path that takes you deeper into this beautiful forest. This forest feels very welcoming. You may even be aware that there are nature spirits and elementals and fairies holding this sacred path for you, inviting you forward. And as you walk along the earth on this sacred path, you become aware of the magic of this place. This place has a vital essence that it carries. And because it carries this vital essence, it is enlivening a vital essence and awareness of magic inside of you. And there is some part of you that begins to become very excited about the prospect of going deeper into this forest. And as you go deeper, your breath deepens in your physical body. As you travel in this astral body into this forest, this safe and beautiful forest, you keep going until you find yourself near a beautiful opening. This opening may be within a tree or a cave, or maybe you see a cottage that is open before you. Whatever you see, it is inviting. There's this warm glow emanating from this sacred place. There's an awareness that you have that this place is an opening just for you. That if someone was to walk along this path, they would not actually see this opening. That this is only available to you in this moment. And so as you continue to walk along this sacred path, just breathe. Breathe in wonder and awe that this opening is getting closer and closer until you are right in front of it. And as you peer into this opening within the earth, there's a realization that whatever this place looks like on the outside, that it is a portal to the inner earth planes. The inner earth planes are representative of our own underworld, our own psyche, our own repressed emotions. And one might think, gosh, that would be a scary thing to drop into, but that's not what you feel. In fact, this place that you are being beckoned to, this remembering that you are being beckoned to, feels comfortable because perhaps you are comfortable with these repressed feelings or energies. They are familiar to you. They have been walking with you and carried with you your whole life, maybe even for lifetimes. And so rather than be afraid of dropping into this density, there's this feeling of, oh my gosh, part of me is coming home. And so as you walk through this opening, a spiral staircase presents itself to you. You continue to walk forward as you begin to notice that this spiral staircase is taking you down into the earth. You're walking along these beautiful earthen walls along the staircase as you spiral down into the heart of the mother. The heart of the mother is here to hold us sacred and protect us as we begin to do this clearing in a few moments. And so as you walk deeper and deeper down into the earth, you become more and more comfortable with her. You begin to realize that her pulsing energy is all around you, and you are walking into her sacred heart, her most sacred space in the inner earth temple. You keep walking down this spiral staircase until it levels out into an opening. This opening, as you walk forward, will present itself in a unique way just for you. This opening may look like a big cave or cavern. It may feel like a home to you. And as you walk forward, further and further forward, you begin to notice that the space is lit up. And you look around and try to see where that light is coming from. There's a light in the very center of this open space, and this light is beckoning you forward. The light feels welcoming. It's filled with the frequency of unconditional love and acceptance. This is the pulsing heart of the mother, her sacred heart. As you walk forward, you begin to see that it is a beautiful crystal at her core. The color of this crystal that you witness will be unique to you. Perhaps it's a deep emerald green or beautiful cerulean blue. Perhaps it is a fiery orange or a deep magenta. This color that you see is the representation of your own sacred heart and core essence. It is presenting to you exactly as you exist in present time, in your essence. And as you walk closer and closer to this sacred heart, you begin to notice that there are beings of light here. These small inner earth light beings are holding this space sacred. They are working in tandem as a group to keep this sacred heart clear. They work in co-creation with the mother to support her in clearing all of the density that she absorbs from the human collective. They support her in keeping her energies clear and keeping her heart open so that she may hold loving compassion and be in unconditional love of all who walk upon her. She would not be able to do this without their support. This is a conscious co-creation. And so as you witness this beautiful process, you see that they are clearing density. They are pulling density from this sacred heart into their bodies and transmuting it into light. They are beings of unconditional love, and they are able, in their own way, to transmute this energy because that is their role here. And as they do so, every time they pull the density, they also receive love from the mother and appreciation. She loves them dearly. She appreciates them so much for the work that they are doing. And you may even hear and sense and feel the mother as you watch this transmission of energy. She would like you to know that you can also be like the inner earth beings. That the density that you pick up on her surface can be offered to her sacred heart, and the inner earth beings can transmute it. And then they can send this love and compassion that they receive from the Earth Mother to you. And so the cycle can be complete. And Earth Mother would also like you to know that you can directly connect to her core, her sacred heart, through your sacred heart as well. And so if you feel uncomfortable or unaware of your connection to your own inner earth beings that you are tied to in this lifetime, you can also connect directly with her sacred heart and feel comfortable sending energy to her with the understanding that it will be transmuted in support by the inner earth beings. And so she's inviting you to lay upon this beautiful crystalline bed that she has created. As you lay upon it, you realize that it is made of soft selenite. And it's a very specific kind of crystalline selenite, one that as you lay down upon it, completely conforms to the contours of your body. And so as you breathe and become comfortable here, you start to realize that you are safe, even more safe than you initially thought. And as you breathe here, in this place of safety, you're resting on this place of safety. One of the inner earth beings in the sacred circle around the sacred heart moves over to work with you. And as this inner earth being approaches you, you can feel the unconditional love that they have for you radiating off of them. It feels familiar. And they sit down beside you, and they begin to take their hands and hover just over your body. With their hands, they are scanning your body to find pockets of dense emotion and energy that carry the frequency of separation with the Earth Mother. And as they begin to scan, they will find these pockets of energy, and they will hover over these pockets of energy just like they do when they work with the sacred heart of the Earth Mother. And it will almost be as if they have magnets in their hands. In reality, they are a burning light of source energy. a flame of source energy. And so what will happen is that these hands, these light hands that they have, will begin to pull this stagnant energy and density from your body. And you may notice that they stay in one place for a long time and other places for short periods of time. And they're going to just work above your body. And they're only going to remove what isn't needed. They're only going to remove those traumas, those fears, those emotions that are unnecessarily creating separation between you and the Earth Mother, and in turn between you and those around you. And so as this being does this healing, I'm going to play some tones. And all you have to do is breathe. You're safe. It's okay to let go. Deep breath. And continuing to work. They maybe have moved from working directly over the body to working in your field, above or around the body. They work very quickly. They're very efficient. They're very practiced at dealing with this separation density. They don't have any fear of it. Very safe doing it. They feel very comfortable. really happy to be helping you. They understand that as they support you, you'll be able to be a clearer channel, bringing more light into the mother, which then in turn supports them, and having an easier time in doing their work to support the mother. It's a co-creation, it's a cycle, it's a circle. This is what it means to be in service for them. And it's okay if there's part of you that's like, I need to send my gratitude to them. They can feel it. You can have that in this moment. You can thank them. You can love them. Tell them how much you appreciate them in this moment for all that they're doing for you and for the planet. Naya he o mai ka humua e a o mai ata huma. Thank you. Hanuaya kwa mai a inner earth beings and Mother Earth. Ai o mai o mai for supporting us. I release. So I can be a vessel of light. And a support to you. Thank you for holding me. Keeping me safe. Being an unconditional support. Of me and the others on this earth. I appreciate you. I praise you. Thank you. No ama e kiana e o ko tu ama e ana sanai. Wamu, thank you for keeping me safe. Ndianu ama sahinia, thank you for your support. Tuama tahenia, thank you, inner earth beings. No tuama e kiana, for helping me and others to transmute this energy. Nuama kayana, I would like to be connected. Tuama ea, in co-creation. Guanuayana, with open, loving compassion. Nuatue, and an open heart. Tuanuaitiana, in community. Zonuana hea tatue, please help me. Guamasahiniana, and guide me. Guamoamataye, and help me to remember Duanue Kyanuaye, that my time here is sacred. Donuana Sainia, please help me to connect Duanuatainan to your Earth Mother energies. Duanusuamataye, when I walk upon you. Guanuasanahinyana, every day. Guamosuamana, through your plants and animals. Duamuatainia, your crystalline beings. Guanoe sanaitia, through the sunlight. Guanuswamatae, in the breeze. Nanoa sanaikianaean. Thank you so much. Guanosuamataena, I am grateful. Guanosuamadatiana, I love you. Guamosuatuamana, thank you for loving me. Guanosuamatainyana guaman. completed their healing, and they've gone back to the sacred circle around the sacred heart of the earth. Perhaps you might notice that the color that the sacred heart of the earth is emanating has changed. This may mean that your essence has shifted. It's beautiful. If you notice that, that's wonderful. Bring that light into your body, that color into your body. Refill all of the sacred space that was just opened with your true essence. Fill it up. Fill up those void spaces, those open spaces that were created with your essence now. Breathe. You'll notice that the inner earth beings have gone right back to their work. No big deal. Thank you for being here, but we're done. You get up from your selenite palette that magically seems to just disappear into the earth as you rise up out of it. And you walk back towards the opening of this cavernous space. There is a pulsing light that is guiding you, almost as if it's pulsing and it's hovering in the air, it's guiding you. This is the way. And you begin to ascend the spiral staircase. Lightness in your step, excited about what you're bringing back to the terra firma above you. And you walk all the way up that staircase until you reach the opening that you first entered through. You find this beautiful path. Everything is brighter now on the earth plane. You feel more connected to the plants and animals. You notice the plants and animals. Maybe you didn't notice that before. Everything is brighter. There's some excitement about being here on this planet, what you might encounter. You walk along that path all the way back to where you started. The space between the astral and the physical grows thinner. And then you begin to feel yourself ascending into your body, descending into your body, feeling your breath in your body seated wherever you are in your physical space, noticing everything's fine. Physical space feels nice and clear and open and welcoming. And you take a deep breath and you open your eyes. Noticing how good it feels to be in your body, free of that density, that separation energy, and kind of curious about what that might mean for your life. And you'll take that curiosity with you into the rest of your day, knowing that you can come back to this activation as many times as you need, and that the inner earth beings are always there. You just need to ask for their help. They're really good at transmuting this density. They know how to do it. They may not live on the earth. They may not have to do it in the way that we do, but they know how to transmute the energy. Have an amazing day. If you're listening to this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get more of these in the future. Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.